So give it up for victory. United Gospel Explosion. TV. United Gospel Explosion.
Hello, Detroit. Hello, Detroit. Atlanta, man, love you guys. Chicago, they're getting it in. California, got my girl out there, Wanda Counts. Love you forever, Wanda. Oh, the K Victoria out in Cali. And what am I talking about? Hollywood. You know we got the Browns out there. All our people that we just love y'all out there. And I'll be coming soon. It ain't snow in Detroit. We got beautiful weather, but I'm coming soon. And we got a beautiful show for you today, but I just want to lay it out and prepare the surface for you. You know, you can do all things. You can do all things. There's nothing that you can't do with God in your corner. You know, I can do all things through Christ who strengthened me. You know, I mean, so that whole gamut, those words are really speaking power into your life. And you know, at United Gospel Explosion TV, we come every week to speak power into your life. I don't know if you've been feeling it. Last month was the love month. You know how love tore down walls and the divisions that people have, even within their own family, their own household, husband and wife, siblings and parents, you know, kids and their parents. You know, there's walls that's built sometime that the enemy would have you to think that you can't touch each other. Or he'll have you comfortable feeling that you can't love each other. But I'm telling you, love is still the power. And so this month we're talking in power and making moves, getting ready to go into the new year. Hey, this is December now in Detroit. Maybe rerunning this show anytime because get the content of what we're saying, not so much just the dates. But this is December in Detroit now. It's a beautiful day, about 60 degrees out there now. So it's not that it's cold, so I don't have to run away. But I want my friends to get ready. So I'm coming to Florida. I'm coming to Cali. I'm coming to Atlanta. I'm running everywhere that it's warm at. I just want to let you know something right now. Let the Lord be your light and your salvation. You know, that's the 27th in Psalms where they speak on the Lord is my light and my salvation. You know, the light, you know, if you're walking in darkness, if you can't find your way, you find yourself addicted, afflicted, or caught up on anything, you know, let that light shine through. Let it touch your spirit to let you know that you can rise up. You're not dead anymore. You're not a slave to anything. I'm speaking life to you right now. I want you to be free of everything that can hold you back. Getting ready to come into this new year. Some powerful things I laid out for you. And the salvation part, you know, if you just believe, have the faith to believe, you know, that he did die and rise, then you are already saved if you're listening to me. And now that we saved and walking in the power of God, you know, I'm not trying to dictate your religion, but I'm trying to tell you something right now that I want you to be the more than what you are by looking within yourself to bring up the power that God has already put in you. You're over in the addiction, afflictions. In fact, it's time for you to walk into your greatness. Walk in your greatness right now. That's what I'm feeling. And I'm surrounding myself with great teams this year. I want you to be part of my team. If you hear something that you like, you give me a call at 313-728-2025. I'll let you know how you can be part of this movement, you know, uniting people, uniting organizations, uniting the churches, you know, uniting each other because I'm stronger with you than I was without you. And that puts me to Corinne. She's a very beautiful person, inside out. And I'm going to pan out so you can see my guest today. Corinne is actually, she runs many models on a mission. Woo, I want to shout and scream. The girls ain't with us, so they be like, yeah, Mrs. Toy. Hey, Corinne, how you doing?
Hello, how are you?
It's always good to see you.
You too.
And Corinne is part of our team, and I'm part of her team. I want to let you know that it is what it is. And I say that because the hard work is there. Corinne, you're doing so much with our mini models.
Yes, I am.
And they are just gorgeous inside out.
Yes, they are.
You know,
little talents.
You know, and they're small, but they're major talents now.
They are major talents.
You guys are everywhere, Corinne, there. And I want you to tell them just some of the places that you went this year. And then we'll talk about next year.
What's coming up
yeah.
in 2018? Okay, well, in 2017, we have gone to Atlanta. We've been to New York and a whole bunch of shows in Detroit.
Absolutely. Wow. Well, and so now, how long have you been working with the models? I mean, obviously, you were working with them before you started Mini Models on the Mission, but how long have you been working with them totally, in totality?
Whew. Let's see, because I'm gonna say my daughter. I started with her, of course. Well, I actually started with myself. I was a model, pageant
Absolutely.
baby, all that. And so then my daughter, I got her started, and then with me being a kids clothing designer, and then I met all the other kids, and I said, let's put together a team because you guys are awesome, and we do way more than just modeling. These kids are awesome. We have one, she is a cake maker, and she
Ah,
bakes.
wow.
And she's awesome. We have actors. We have ones that play the sports and are real good, and instrument players, gymnastics. They do it all outside of modeling, so it's more than just modeling. But our biggest thing is the giving back.
And I love that, and I love that, Corinne. And so what I was showing you is that throughout it takes a pattern. It takes a time to mold these young people.
Yes, it
And
does.
when she mentioned her daughter, she puts a smile to my face. Her daughter's one of those rare talents again. You guys just watch Youth Explosion with Isaac Ryan Brown in that show, and he comes in and lends his talent, even though he's getting big in Disney and Hollywood. He's a hot item out there.
Oh, hot.
But he's a homegrown, and we're gonna do some things to share their brand here in the place they came from, which is Detroit.
Exactly.
And well, with little Casey, which is her daughter's name. How old is Casey now?
Casey is 6.
She's a little 6-year-old, kind of redhead, bright little thing, and she can smile and warm the sun. But then when she wants to, she'll play with you and go to making faces. When I get to my serious talk like this, she'll be up there like,
Yeah.
do some wild face like that, and I'll look back and say, Casey, you making faces again. And so they have real personalities, is what I'm saying.
Real personalities.
And that's what
They're
we're having fun
amazing.
with.
Exactly.
We're having fun with these kids, and we're actually writing a movie for them now with all these young
Yes.
actors and models involved. It's even a part for the girl with gymnastics, which is,
La la.
I can't give you too much of it. We'll have that script done probably the opening of the year.
That's gonna
So
be
there's going to be a
awesome.
casting call for that. And then also, we're going to have a casting call for the mini models.
Yes, we are.
Hey!
Hey,
And that-
casting call
I'm
for.
sorry, I gave you some 2018 up. Look at that. It's hard to hold back, when you're moving in power.
That's right.
2018. It's a lot of things we're launching with mini models.
Yes.
It's music.
Music. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
It's gonna be
it's off the
amazing.
hook.
What you want to be is at the casting call, January 6th,
January 6th casting call.
Collective Studios.
Okay.
And it's going to be in Oak Park. And that's where you want to be because we are gearing up for 2018. It's so much going on. You heard Mr. James say it. He's already hit us with so many things that he's going to be doing with us.
Yeah.
And the traveling is getting way bigger. We're going to go to Chicago this year. We're going to go to California this year, back to New York, 2 times in Atlanta. You really want to get aboard. Just our music. We're getting our mini model song out there. It's going to be so fantastic.
And the Mini Model song, if you don't know, the Mini Model song is just off the hook. And Josie and the Pussycats, like a young, give me a hot young girl. I don't think there's been one that young that really putting it out like this.
No, not like how they are.
Man,
So
you're
they're gonna
Young
pave the
Jackson
way.
5, but it's like a whole bunch of them.
Exactly.
And
Girls
a lot
and
of little
boys.
ladies, girls and boys.
Girls and boys.
And they
Singing
make it
and
happen.
rapping.
Singing and rapping.
It's
in
going to
it.
be awesome.
And then I want to let you know, can I tell about the clothesline?
Yes, you can tell.
I had to ask, can I tell you about the clothesline? They're coming out in the clothesline launching. And the name of that line is?
It's Kokosh Kids.
Kokosh Kids.
So that's what the casting is going to be about too, because I'm a kids fashion designer and we have all of the shows coming up. So that's what the casting is. I'm looking for new, fresh faces, and you guys will get a chance to meet the original mini models.
Okay. And then, listen, I'm going to give you guys some more of this because around the mid-January, as we can get them all together. We're gonna have actually bring them live on stage and let them do a little, well, live right here to the audience, and let them do a little mini fashion show for you. I think we'll do it after the kids launch.
After the launch?
Yeah, that way we can have the clothes that they wear. That's actually.
Okay.
And
Oh,
wanna
we
show
have
the
those.
brand.
We have
Oh,
those.
she already got clothes. She said we ain't got to hold up. So mid-January sounds good.
Yeah.
We're having fun with that, and so what you see now is these different powerful entities like Korean, and the mini models, like the Browns, like El Noor, African Dance Troupe, and these different people that we're affiliating with. I don't want to go to naming names. There's so many of you that we're going to be doing something really special this year. We want to honor so many people that have been on our show before in the past,
Yes.
and even those that hasn't been on our show but are doing monumental things in the community and entertainment. It's not just entertainment, you know. And Korean, I don't know if you know, this is my ministry. They be like, when you going to start preaching to us? I already did it.
Right.
When you see me working with groups like this, pulling unity together, pulling the power out of people, to me, that's
ministry.
my purpose
Exactly.
here. That's my ministry. And I see us doing some great things with so many different groups. But mostly, if you're doing something in the community, and I'm going to tell them what I want them to do to be involved. We're going to have awards ceremony, a huge award ceremony for you.
Huge.
Part of the thing is going to be your work in the community, where you be a community organization, a church, mosque, whatever. I'm going to give it up to anybody that's feeding the people, clothing the people, teaching the people, healing, hospitalizing, taking care of the people. Then you're in that award ceremony. That's for community, but also it's going to be entertainment. So the mini models are going to be there.
Yes, they are.
If we can give it at the right times, the Browns have committed to flying in. We're going to give a big up to Raven Simone.
Raven
They'll be on the
Simone.
night with Raven's House, and these people deserve awards. So
They
many
do.
people out of Detroit you don't even hear about.
Right, and they deserve recognition and
Yep.
awards.
Before we go to break, I just want to give it up to the station. This is one of the oldest
Oh, yes.
and largest black TV stations
That's right.
in the
TV
country.
33.
in the country.
WHPR.
And so it is something to say that you're doing something homegrown with your own. How do they keep it going? I don't know. This is huge. It has the look of Channel 7 when you come in here. Big block tiles, everything is top notch, and they're doing the community in a classy way. So you guys deserve a reward,
That's
so that's
right.
how we're going to be looking. And if you got people that you're interested in receiving an award, you'll be able to join us on the internet. Also, just give me a call at 313-728-2025, and I'll definitely get you in the lineup and get our people, and let's tabulate some things to show your work out here. And
Yes.
Corinne, before we go to break, give them your contact.
My contact is, you can reach us on Instagram, Casey the Model, or Minnie, MINIMOAM
All right. That's many models on the mission. They're here with us today. We're going to take a break and come back and get some more out of them. But, hey, we love you guys. Be right back.
You're watching United Gospel Explosion. United Gospel Explosion. TV.
See, I'm a gangster with God and I'm spreading the word. Truth be told, that's right, truth be heard. No matter what your gift is, it's made to see. So give it up for victory. United Gospel Explosion. TV, United Gospel Explosion.
Total Home Improvement Company presents the Spring Blowout Special of the season. Remodel your kitchen, bathroom, basement, plus flooring specials for every room. Call 313-728-2025 for your free in-home estimate today. Mention this commercial and get 10% off your project. Call 313-728-2025. Remodel your home today. Total Home Improvement, the company you call for your home improvement needs.
You're watching United gospel explosion, united, gospel explosion. TV!
Boom. Don't you just love it when that thing explodes? Special ups, that was Emmeline King. You hear her all the time singing that intro. And then we wrote that for them. And Tari Jumbi, my man Tari, he's, when you hear him doing the I'm a Gangster for God rap thing, you know, that was my man. I had him perform that. And it sticks into your heart. You know, when I say that, gangster for God, what you talking about? I'm saying a gangster for God. I'd rather go hard in the paint for God, hard in the paint in this ministry when I'm doing this spiritual arc that we're building. Because, you know, we gave parties in the street. We were a promoter, a concert giver. And, you know, I never felt bad about it. I'm not ashamed of any of that work now. But when God gave me this calling, you know, I brought the same gifts, that same tenacity. You would be hard. You'd be on time. You make sure your stuff was out. Your street team was passing out flyers. You had it on the commercials on the air. You put it in, you know. And so that's what that means, and that's what that represents. That opening means something to me. I'm going to open up to my guest this half, Mr. Corey, let you know how we work with these young people. What's up, Corey?
What's going on, man? Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Corey came in. He was like in the background. I like to bring him to the foreground because Corey, a lot of these things that we're doing, as you know, you see all these people coming around working with us.
Yeah.
It's about you guys. It's about the people that's in it, you know.
Of course.
And it's about, you know, empowering people. And, you know, that's what the station is about.
Definitely.
Met you at the station, but you got a background yourself in, you know, in the media. Let them know a couple of things that you do.
You know, I'm really just trying to branch myself out here. You know, I'm more underground independent, I guess you would say. So freelance writer, photographer to be aspiring director. So as you said, this is the time for us as youth, the next generation, to step up and really just creating that avenue for other people while trying to find myself in the process.
Yeah, that's so positive, man. I love that. I love that. And, you know, as a young man, to hear you say that you're looking to create avenues for other people while finding yourself while you're growing at the same time, I think that's what we're all doing to become successful, because it's hard to be great by yourself. It's hard to do a big thing by yourself.
It is.
I mean, you can do so much, but when you open your mind to teamwork,
right, and
it makes the dream work, right?
Of course. And you know, it's one thing to be selfish because everything starts with self. You know, if you don't develop yourself, then you'll never really be anything, no matter how successful you want to be. So everything really starts with self. Then once you discover yourself, and then be able to be open to have others or see opportunities to work with others to become whatever it is you want. And then with that is the message, because it's a lot of ways to be successful, but as we are typically known to see a lot of successful people, whether it's, you know, through sports or, you know, drug related usage, you know, I want other people to know there's a lot of other ways for us to become what we want to be successfully, you know, and not just the average or the
typical, stereotypical,
exactly.
Whatever. Well, you touched on something right there, so I'll just put a little more into it. You know, I'm not lording down on anybody. I try not to turn my nose up at anyone, because, you know, we are peoples. In other words, what you do and what I do really connect. The fact that, you know, I touch so many young brothers out here, and they're on different walks of life. But it's some great businessmen that's caught up in the nickel bag.
Yeah.
You hear what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It's some great businessmen that's caught up in the nickel bag because that's all they know, and they need to generate funds to eat, to live, to sleep.
Of course.
So, you know, part of this is touching people and pulling them up, because that same power, Corey, that they put in flipping nickels, they could be selling hamburgers, or they could be selling T-shirts. You know, I remember my business. One of the first things I did was we started fruit stands. When me and one of my friends saw the ill, we went to school together. And we came out of college up at Eastern. Um, no jobs were available, and we began to make little fruit snacks, just bagging them up and selling cherries or selling grapes, you know, and making a couple of dollars a bag. But we were doing business, and it's the same concept that they would use to do something that would be considered illegal. And I don't even know if nickel bags are illegal anymore. Depending on if they got dispensary, it's probably legal. But I'm just trying to say that so many of us are caught up on a level because we feel that that's all you can do. And can I tell them something?
Of course.
God got another level for you, man. God got another level for you. If we're going to be free, if we're going to be a great peoples, it's going to be people like you and I.
Of course.
Accepting the new level that's out there for us, you know.
Right.
I tell them I sell houses. I want to sell houses like they sell a crack. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, so they be lined up to buy a house from me. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm fixing my mental. I don't just want to say imagination, but I'm walking in the faith that that's possible.
Right.
You know, if you want to inspire some of these young people, because you're inspiration, and you know, just if you gave a word or an adjective that could touch them, you know, get them up and move in the right direction, what would it be?
I would definitely say, first and foremost, believe in yourself. That's the main thing, you know, you have to have. As cliche as it may sound, is definitely truth in that, you know. You believe in yourself and you see yourself doing something that is positive, you know, because it's one thing for us to be in the environment and our circumstances limit us or keeps us at a limitation to only do so much. And then with all these different predatory circumstances that's pinned down against us, you know, we result in certain moves making. So not to really knock anybody that's out in the streets doing your thing or whatever. It's more so, I would say, a lack of unawareness, because that knowledge is not really out here. And the knowledge that is out here is still so much activity going on in the streets to say, so it keeps us from really using our full potential power. So belief in your own self, because again, as I said, everything starts with self. I self, like me, myself, and I, everything starts with that I of yourself. So that belief, that strong faith, hope, will, determination, power, all that really derives from the internal self. So definitely believe in yourself, and don't limit yourself.
And I'm gonna tell you something, and a lot of people may not consider this, but do you know there's a good and bad in you?
Of course.
You know, and so you know, I'm saying the good self, the God self.
Right.
You know, to let Him step up and govern your life. You know, every day we make decisions, and I remember an exercise I used to do that may be powerful for you or someone else looking, especially a young person. Stand in front of the mirror, get dead smack in the mirror every day. You know, before you even go outside, stand in the mirror and challenge yourself.
Right.
If you're smoking cigarettes, tell yourself you're not going to smoke today. If you find yourself a person that's turns to alcohol, sacrifice alcohol that day just to exercise, like he was saying, your own willpower, your belief. Bring out the God in you. You know,
Exactly.
you can do it. You look yourself in the mirror and you tell yourself how weak you are. Listen, I'm not on the pulpit. I'm just talking to you right now, but. Look at yourself and say, look, you punk, you weak person.
Exactly.
You're not going to do this today. You know, are you willing to be hard at yourself? The man in the mirror is so powerful that you can look at the man in the mirror and tell the man in the mirror what to do.
Exactly. You have to have that discipline in yourself, because, again, with that discipline will come power, because you will know your own powers and be able to control yourself. And, you know, God is within us all, good and bad. You know, we glorify, you know, such a being or entity for the things that good that happens to us, but, you know, we don't take responsibilities for our own actions. So the more we really take responsibilities for our own actions, you know, the more aware of who we are, and ultimately being aware of the decisions we make, because we have to be accountable for the decisions we make.
Absolutely. Corey, listen, man, it's been a pleasure having you on today,
Of
my
course,
brother.
thank you for having
This
me.
will be the last time.
It
Maybe we
should
can
be.
get them on the Youth Exposion TV banner. You know, keep God first in your life. Walk the walk. Don't just talk the talk. Exercise your power over self. Look in that mirror and do better every day. And when you find yourself fall a little short, don't beat yourself up too bad. Remember, you can start over tomorrow. Paul said, I die daily. You can have another chance to overcome your own weak self each day until you grow into the strength that you can be. That's it. We love you guys. You've been watching United Gospel Explosion TV, Youth Explosion TV. Corey's helping me write one of the movies that we're doing. He's one of our writers on it. So, hey, you guys look out. I expect great things. Going into this month is going to be talking power into your life. That's what we're doing. Peace.
You're watching United Gospel Explosion. United Gospel Explosion.